I'm wonderfully, blissfully lost. And that's great. So in November this year, I'm closing down my signature manifestation program, Align, and I have no idea what's to come next. Don't worry, I'm going to fill you in. I'm going to catch you up on all the juicy details as to why I've been feeling this way, the spiritual lessons that I've been learning. For any business owner who's been feeling lost, for any mum figuring out how she wants her life to look now, for anyone who's torn because they do feel like change is coming, like change needs to come, this message is for you. And my intention is this is going to be incredibly helpful for you. My students in Align right now are currently getting the best results they've ever had. One of my students closed a $100,000 deal doing what they love, which is even better. Another just reached 10,000 new followers on Instagram within 90 days of them starting a new Instagram. Someone else manifested the love of their life and a beautiful baby daughter, which was their dream. And these are the results that just feel like they're casually, effortlessly being shared within the Align community at the moment. And I think back to when I started Align 3 years ago, I dreamed that the program that I created would have epic results like this that I could brag about on videos. And it feels so fulfilling that people are actually getting results from what I've created. But you know what? Here's something that I bet you've never heard before. Those results that I just shared may be inspiring to some of you, but I'm also aware that those results may be the opposite of inspiring to others of you. You might be sick to the back teeth of coaches sharing flashy results. And I've run Align, my program, for 3 years now, and I've actually come to find that there's a different kind of testimonial that does it for me even more. I'm talking about when people message me saying, I'm not the same person I was when I joined Align. When people say, I've had a wild year, so much has changed in my life, but I've had the strength and the belief in myself to handle it all. This calm confidence that they didn't have before. They're valuing who they are. They believe in their worth. They no longer settle for anything less than they deserve. And I've come to realize that I think that is the true purpose of Align. And that is the best kind of testimonial. That is the majority of the kind of testimonials that I receive. I think that's why I created Align, and that's the gift that keeps on giving when you become a version of you who doesn't take shit and knows what they're worth and has the tools to handle the times in your life when it feels like the rug's being pulled from underneath you. To see how my students have started to use the tools, and those tools become second nature to them, and they have the emotional regulation, then they level up and they don't come crashing down. And all of these transformations that I've mentioned, to me, are proof that Align right now more than ever is on such a beautiful, abundant frequency. We're in flow. Things are just working. And on top of that, the community has never been more just deliciously sweet is the word that comes to mind. When I went on maternity leave, one member of my community, a guy called Rob, actually reached out and asked me, is there anything I can help you with? Is there any way that we can support you in these weeks, months when you're about to have a baby? And my community came together. We brought guest speakers into the mix. And I was there worried that not being able to be as active in the community would be damaging, harmful, neglectful to my community, but actually it made them stronger and more connected and there for one another. Friendships, the relationships within the community, it's like, that's the best thing. So some of you might be thinking, Lucie, so why stop running Align? Why are you closing it down in November? From past experience, from past mistakes, I've learned that it's really important for me to trust the voice that speaks to me sometimes. And it's not because I'm, clairaudient or something. It's like, I think we all have this voice inside of us that tells you when it's time to move on. And I remember that voice spoke to me a few years ago before I started Align. And I ignored that voice for far, far, far too long. Some of you may know what happens when you ignore that voice. It starts to eat away at inside of you. The stress, the guilt, the overthinking can build up. I remember I actually injured my back during that time, like around the sacral chakra. And I'm positive that it was connected to me not listening to that voice, to how I felt. I was basically forcing myself outside of alignment by staying where I was instead of trusting, taking that leap of faith, letting go of what I was doing then and entering a new chapter. Finally, I decided to take the leap of faith. I felt such a weight lifted, and a line was born, and it's the best thing I've ever done in my career. We hit 6 figures in the first year. When I took that leap of faith and actually let myself move into the next chapter, good things were on the other side of that. This time, the first whisper of that voice, I'm listening to it. I'm going with it. I'm trusting it. And I know it can be scary. It's like going with the river. You see a river presents itself to you. It's best to jump onto that river and go with the flow rather than cling onto the banks. So there are 5 months left of Align, and I've decided I'm going to open the doors to Align one last time so that you can experience the energy that is pulsing through Align right now. That way we can all lock arms together. You can be part of this beautiful community. You can go through the program, the week by week modules that help you to rewire your subconscious mind, that help you to align your subconscious with a whole new frequency so that you start unconsciously attracting a totally different quality of life. Because it's not about what we think about consciously, it's not about what we try to do consciously, it's about what our subconscious mind, which is so powerful, it controls 95% of what we think and what we see and what we do. It's about changing what that is aligned with. And when you change what you're aligned with, that's when quantum leaps happen. That's when you just start to see a totally different pattern start to appear in your life. You start to see yourself letting yourself move towards the life that you've always wanted. And by the way, I feel so glad that the way I teach my approach to manifestation inside of Align will stay with my students for life. I equip them with the tools they need so that what they learn now will continue to serve them in decades to come. And I think that that's what a program should really do. So in the past, Align has been available as a 6-week program. Then we remodeled it to be a 90-day program. More recently, we made it a 16-week program. But since there are 5 months left, if you join Align now, this time you'll get access to all 5 final months of Align. And these 5 final months of Align are going to be the best months. I just know it because number one, the people make it. The community has never been stronger and more wonderful than it is now. Number two, my community has given me feedback, requests on how we can make Align even better, and I'm going to take that on board. And number three, because we all know that we're headed towards when the doors will close in November, the energy is going to be focused, intentional. Not one of those things that you join, sign up for, and then you forget about it and you never do anything, right? We're all going to be there together, getting everything that we came here for. And I'm excited to give it my all, to give you my all for the next 5 months too. One of my favorite parts of Align is the group coaching aspect. So we have a live call. You can bring your questions. I answer each question. Some of the students call them verbal essays, right? Where point by point, I give you the most detailed answer I possibly can to support you with whatever it is that you are going through or you're wondering about in this moment. And I realized the other day, actually, after November, I'm not going to be doing any of that kind of one-to-one style coaching anymore. I'm just going to be fully present with my daughter. And I don't know if I'll ever do something like that again. Never say never, but not for the near future anyway. And for those of you who are wondering what will happen to Align after November, well, actually the good news is for everyone who will have joined Align will continue to get access to it even after November. So come November, Align will switch into read-only mode, meaning there won't be a live group coaching aspect of it, but all of the manifestation modules, the hundreds of hours of coaching, the exclusive meditations and tapping sequences, you'll be able to continue to access those resources. So it's going to be 5 months of live experience, live group coaching, live growing and evolving and healing and transforming together. And then after November, you'll continue to have all of the tools and resources. So this is the last time that you're going to be invited to join us inside of Align. I'll put the link down below. We're opening up a special wait list, and then as soon as it's open, you'll be able to join us, and we'll have a lot of fun together over the next 5 months. I'm excited. It feels good. This feels like how it's supposed to be. I'm also looking forward to manifesting with you. I'm looking forward to gaining clarity with you. I'm going to be going through the program with you to support myself through this brand new chapter of my life. So the link and all the details you need are down below. And by the way, I will continue on YouTube. For those of you who are like, cool, love that for you. I appreciate you so much for being here, tuning into these videos. I still very much see myself creating content. If you have any requests, let me know in the comments, please. I love you. Thank you for being here. Until next time, bye.